Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edge Hill. It's my great pleasure to welcome you here today, and my name is Clive Edwards. I'm Pro-Chancellor, and I'm also Chair of the Board of Governors. It's my great pleasure now to declare that this congregation for the conferment of degrees is open.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellors, friends, family, and of course, all of you who will shortly receive your awards. My name is Mark Allinson, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and it's my privilege to deliver this opening address. We are here to celebrate the achievements of those who have studied in the Faculty of Education. Firstly, and most importantly, many congratulations. Graduating is a huge achievement under any circumstance, but yours has been under a momentously extraordinary one. I don't want to dwell on the pandemic, we've all had quite enough, but it has been the biggest single event that has defined our lives at the start of a new decade. All of us have been affected in some way, and my heart goes out to those who lost loved ones too early. But our heartfelt thanks for those who pulled through with the remarkable, selfless, dedicated help of our wonderful doctors, nurses, and indeed all our key workers, including our teachers. As a university, we had difficult decisions to make too. We had to close the campus early on and very quickly move to a different mode of teaching and engaging with you as students. An upside for you was no rush to the lecture theatre, wearing what you liked, at least from the waist down. But early on, watching some of your tutors trying to work Teams or Zoom, collaborate, can't have been very pretty. However, how quickly we all became experts. Though if I had £1 for every time in a meeting I've had to say, "You're still on mute," I'd be a rich man. Today is a proud day for you, and no less for your friends and family, those who care about you and sit before you today. I'd like to particularly reflect for a moment on your parents and those who have loved you most since you were tiny, nurtured you, encouraged, cajoled, guided, and listened, perhaps taught you to swim, ride a bike, watched you perform in plays, brimmed with pride at your achievements, and ached inside when things didn't go quite so well for you. I say all of this because of the choice you have made to teach. Not just to commiserate over some of the excruciating music performances you may have to endure in your career. My teenage son's violin playing was known as the viol-din in our house for at least a year. I do feel for you, but what I want to say is that you could not have chosen a more important challenge and vocation. I purposely made much of the parental role because I think at least some of the attributes of a parent are needed by a great teacher. I know you will have been immersed in all the tools you need to plan lessons, including bubbles and online now as well, how to deliver, record, assess, and manage a class. You'll know how to manage health and safety, risk assess, implement strategies for e-safety, mental health and well-being, safeguarding, and how to look out for and support vulnerable children. Doesn't society expect a lot from our teachers? But there's a child in there somewhere with potential they may not realize until a teacher unlocks it, believes in them, even when they may find it hard to believe in themselves. They need you as an inspiring person in their lives as much as a professional teacher. The current school generation need you more than ever. Gosh, that sounds very heavy and important. Well, it is. On a lighter note, the rewards of teaching are fabulous. Pupils will regularly amaze and surprise you. Some will disappoint, some will love you, others less so. All of life is in a school or a college. I like the story of the little girl who in an art class was asked what she was drawing and replied, God. Her teacher said, how will you do that? No one knows what God looks like. And she simply replied, well, they will in a minute. Whatever comes your way, you will touch the lives of young people, and they are yours. You graduate into a world that faces profound challenges. The pandemic will cast a long shadow, but normality beckons. Vaccines and treatments are prevailing. There is light ahead, and that brings untold opportunities for you, the generations you'll teach, and those that follow. Today you graduate and join the alumni as a member of this university, a member for life. Be proud of your achievements, proud of Edge Hill and your time here. We are all immensely proud of you. Keep in touch. We're always here to help, and nothing will make us more pleased than hearing of your future success. Many, many congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of Academic Board, I present students who are candidates for awards today. For defending a doctoral thesis entitled Perceptions of the Informal Learning Branch of Musical Futures, I present Anna Shan Marigudi. For defending a doctoral thesis entitled Teachers' Awareness of and Attitude to Research, School Research Culture and Student Achievement, a Pragmatic Examination, I present Scott Aaron Clark. For defending a doctoral thesis entitled Taking the Leap of Faith, the Narrative Construction of Trust and Distrust in Further Education, I present Christina Donovan. For defending a dissertation entitled Chichewa Language App Design, What Can Malawian Migrant Children Bring to the Table, I present Justin Malawezi. The following candidates are presented for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences awards with honours with qualified teacher status in the subject specialisms of Early Years Education. Megan Rose Arnold. Kirsty Jane Atley. Rowan Michael Barr. Lauren Jane Buchanan. Sarah Ann Carter. Emily Chidlow. Elizabeth Jane Connaughton. Erica Hare. Catherine Evie Harrison. Georgia Hegarty. Cara Lee Hayes. Chloe Ann Higgins. Emily Grace Hopkins. Chelsea Adele Cantona Jackson. Bethany Jane Johnston. Bethany Kirkland Bobbs. Megan Lathwaite. Abigail Louise Lee. Tony Maguire. Carly Jo Marshall. Katie Nicole May. Emily McGowan. Olivia Grace Milner Williams. Hussein Mohammed. Erin Lucy Myatt. Robin Parkinson. Jamie Peck. Megan Rawlinson White. Robert George Reynolds. Jasmine May Shet Roberts. Emma Rose Simpson. Amy Louise Smith. Chloe Alice Stevens. Chloe Louise Thane. Lauren Barbara Irene Thomas. Chloe Rebecca Turner. Adele Neve Wainman. Hannah Sarah Williams. Amelia Elizabeth Jane Wills. Emma Jane Shirley Wilson. Emma Louise Windsor. Primary English education. Louise Winifred Archbold. Hannah Bird. Molly Rose Farrell. Tony Louise Hodkinson. Bethan Marshall. Nicola Jane Fellon. Sophie Jade Vickers. Primary mathematics education. Catherine Ann Abbott. Charlotte Jade Anderson. Louise Danielle Cruz. Patrick Shea McGrath. Jacqueline Dawn McShane. Matthew James Mullaney. Ewan Munro. Primary science education. Linda Joanne Brookfield. George Stephen Collins. Michael James Jordan. Joe Kenny. Catherine Alice Slater. Catherine Ann Stewart. Daniel Kenneth Taylor. Secondary English education, Charles Francis Baker. Olivia Emily Jones. Tiara Thesia Amaris Niles. Rahat Faiz Sheth. Emily Spears. Secondary religious education, Lucy Cassinelli. Caris Joy Eleanor Gill. Olivia Ann Johnson. Tania Lagano. Natasha Nwagbara. Matthew Alexander Smith. Chloe Christina Williams. Secondary mathematics education, Awais Aftab. Oluyemi Akinwale. Emily Kate Arnott. Leah Jane Atherton. Grace Megan Bill. Caitlin Georgia Ruth Downton. Nimra Nisma Elahi. Jeremy Ross Green. Grace Hawksworth. Laura Megan Holcroft. Harry William Huckin. Samuel Charles Pearson. Stuart James Perrin. Rebecca Nicola Spillane. Jack Allen Wolstenholme. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Children and Young People's Learning and Development, Primary. Samira Mariam Ahmed. William Andrew Arthur. Kirsty Elaine Barrett. Gemma Louise Buckle. Hannah Rose Butler. Adam Stephen Cook. Paul Stephen Daly. Sophie Lauren Fenner. Olivia Rose Gillam. Holly Beth Irving. Laura Langstaff. Chantel Catherine Lee. Imogen Jade Thomas. Emily Jane Unsworth. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Years Education. Emily Ann Christina Ivinson. Devon May Mackin. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Years Practice, Ashley Jade Hall. Megan Monique Hardy. Emma Jane Leary. Danielle Catherine Lynch. Tess Marita Menis. Samantha Offord. Sarah Rachel Smith. Sasha Lauren Rose Smith. Hannah Jodie Wyatt. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education, Amy Elizabeth Barlow. Sadie Jane Blood. Annabelle Florence Hellman. Nathan James Rice. Jason Matthew Taylor. Lauren Rebecca White. Samantha Jane Whitney. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education and English, Jeanette Louise Berry. Stephanie May Elaine Briscoe. Jessamy Lauren Buffton. Megan Kerris Cooling. Jessica Megan Lowe. Dawn Mackenzie. Jonathan Williams. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education and History, Chloe Hedgecock. Lauren Chloe Thomas. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education and Religion, Katie Rosa Elizabeth Freer.
Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Working and Teaching in the Early Years, Katie Jane Arms. Laura Rachel Baldwin. Lavinia Derby. Sarah Mary Dutton. Tracy Ann Evans. Bethany Mary Gaunt. Ellie Ann Gentle. Tanya Eileen Rebecca Gray. Ebony May Hamer. Aisha Hamilton. Tanisha Ann Kazmarzak. Charlie Anne-Marie Kirby. Paris Mary Knott. Emma Jade Rowlands. Lucy Faye Sears. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Secondary Mathematics Education, Matthew James Dawson. Emma Louise Squire. Carrick Michael Woods. Thomas Woods. Foundation degree, Arts in Early Years Education and Leadership, Charlotte Louise Menery. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates studied for their award at Holy Cross College. Samira Alias Khan. Amy Louise Bentham. Samia Bibi. Rebecca Jane Brian. Sophia Gillian Cruz. Claire Grundy. Sarah Louise Harris. Carly Ann Keane. Megan Hannah Kelly. Kershid Khan. Leanne Kendall Longmate. Faye Christine Taylor. Natalie Claire Thompson. Elizabeth Mary Weeks. Laura Windsor. Foundation degree, Arts in Early Years Education and Leadership, Hannah Harrison. Amara Ali Khan. Katie Lisa Owen. Nadine Pratt. Jessica Ann Pugh. Samantha Joyce Radford. Adele Royds. Zahara Samadi. Rebecca Whitehead. Vice Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students.
All that applause and not a single award. Give me a moment. By the authority vested in me as the Vice-Chancellor of Edge Hill University, I hereby confer the Edgehill University Awards for which you have been presented, and I congratulate you all. Wave those hats. Warm enough? 600 grams a square metre. Walking in it's hard enough. The world's changed, hasn't it? 2 years ago, if you walked into a shop or a bank wearing a face mask, they'd think you were going to raid the till. Now, if you haven't got one, okay, it's going to be an interesting few weeks, isn't it? But whilst there may be aspects of the past 16 months we want to keep, overall, I'm quite keen for those changes not to be permanent. Most of us want to re-establish and strengthen those bonds of human contact. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to celebrate what you have achieved in the most trying of circumstances by holding this physical graduation ceremony. First of all, I want to thank you for choosing to study at Edgehill, your university. The university is on a strong upward trajectory. Last year we were shortlisted for the 5th time as the Times Higher University of the Year. 3 months ago, we were named as the Northern University of the Year. We even invested in a couple of banners, which you might have seen. And during your time with us, we collected one of only 5 Global Teaching Excellence Awards, and we were the Times and Sunday Times University of the Year for student retention. And just last Thursday, we received the results from the National Student Survey. And those results for the Faculty of Education, are outstanding. Thank you. Grateful to my colleagues for the important part they played in that. And colleagues and graduates, we could not have won those awards without you. Now, my job is to ensure that the strengthening of your university continues year on year, so that how much proud you are today, you'll be even more delighted you studied here in the next 5 or 10 years. And we are proud of you. For the first 18 months, you survived the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 lectures, the seminars, the tutorials, the presentations, the placements. And then for the next 18 months, alongside as much face-to-face as we could persuade the government to allow us to deliver, you coped with Collaborate, with Teams, with time-limited assessments, and you did brilliantly. You won't know this, but in the 136 years of Edgehill's existence, this year's results are the best ever. Well done. We're going to have to toughen up those time-limited assessments. But it's not just about your academic work. You will have grown and developed, made friends for life, taken opportunities you may not have dreamt of. But even more important is to grasp the opportunities that the future will lay ahead. I've got some vicarious affinity with your discipline. Most recently, I was trying to deliver a session to some incredibly well-behaved Year 5 and Year 6 pupils from Asmall Primary School. And just towards the end of that, I was conscious that the buzz was turning into noise. And the head teacher raised her right eyebrow, and it went quiet. Yeah. And I suddenly realized the power of an effective teacher. I'm under no illusions how challenging that job is. Not just the teaching, but the things people don't see, the preparing, the marking, all of which probably doubles the time that a person spends in the classroom. But I'm even more convinced of the importance of the career you've chosen, be it early years, primary, secondary, or further education teaching. All of you build lives and you create life chances, as others have helped to build yours. Do your job well, and you will create pathways for hundreds and thousands of young people and be remembered fondly by them forever. Go for it. Today's a red letter day, but I don't see graduation as the end of a journey. It's an important staging post, but I hope for each and every one of you, it's a stepping stone to successful careers, and equally important, happy, healthy, and fulfilling lives. You will change lives and create life chances. Each and every one of you leaves with our thanks and our very best wishes for the future. But this is adieu and not goodbye. We'll be here to support you. Our careers service will willingly help you. Our alumni association will invite you back. In time, you may come to us for further studies. We'd be delighted if you do. And in any event, I'm sure colleagues in your faculty will be happy to see your head pop around the office door from time to time. From time to time. But first, enjoy today. You've earned it. You walked into this hall as graduands. You will leave as graduates. It's a big step, and you've made it. Memories of today and those letters behind your name will never leave you. Congratulations. Our thoughts and our thanks go with you. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
I hope you've enjoyed the ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. Refreshments are now available. You can pick up your picnic hampers, which sounds very exciting, up at the main building on the lawn in front of the main building. Can I wish you all a very safe journey home? And I now declare that this congregation is closed.